There's a word that we shout out because we found that here is something that if I want to sound involved and knowledgeable, I need to say these words. But I think it's often rare that we're grasping what they can provide. I think something that Brian mentioned that is powerful. Relatively small hits, but in the community, 15% is from Twitter alone. More than a third, I think, is social networking, and that is reaching out. And that's a takeaway that I think anyone can get. That, yeah, you have to have a presence. Part of it's showing up for the game, but you got to play the game right. And it's remarkable how often these words are said and how rarely people are actually playing the game right. And that's something we talked about building. And that's brand integration. There are parts of any community. If you're talking about the McDonald's, there is probably someone who's in that McDonald's every day. And he's a fixture of that community. If you're going to cover that community, you have to be part of that community. And so when it comes to texting for Philadelphia, Geekydelphia is one of them, which is a blog focusing on geek news, but it happened to be in Philadelphia. Another one is Indie Hall, which is a very popular co-working scene in Philadelphia. These are brands that in the disparate technology communities in Philadelphia, they're already heralded. Whenever you're building a site, you need to use that as an opportunity to, I don't want to say latch on, but be seen as part of.
And don't be the enemy, like, work with them. Because then you're like, who are these three weird guys asking those questions all the time?
Yeah.
Right.
We found that while it's important to editorially separate yourself from the community, don't be afraid to cheerlead it. Maybe that's not something that you could do at a general interest newspaper. It's something that we see for a small local paper or a small local startup. Why not support the community that you're part of, as long as you're taking steps to be unbiased and remain editorially true.
A lot of people that are in Philly for tech are here because they chose to be here. They could have went to Silicon Valley, they could have went to New York, they could have went to San Francisco, and all these other lame places that aren't as cool as here. But they chose to stay here, and they want to hear other people say, Philly's a great place, and give other people reason to come here and build it. And it's the start of something great, and we hope it is, and we're going to add fuel to that fire as much as we can.